Hello, sixth graders. Happy Thursday. This is the 5th day of our distance learning. We've made it through 5 days of this and only a few more to go. All right, let's get started with today's flip chart. Bam, there it is. All right. So guys, you'll notice that the focus question for today hasn't changed since yesterday, and that's because I am not adding any new work to your plate today. I'm giving you today, for the most part, just time to get caught up, and I'm going to explain why I'm doing that in a little bit. But first, I want to go through some announcements. Then I'm going to talk to you about a distance learning survey I'd like you to do, and finally, I'm just going to review what it is you should be working on today. So as far as homework goes, yesterday, I assigned a piece of work called Why We Left. It was a reflection question. If you have not completed that, you need to do so. If I returned it to you, you need to get it back into me, and that needs to be done by the end of the day today. You should continue practicing the virtual map quiz on the North American countries, because tomorrow is going to be the final version of that quiz, and I'll talk to you more about that in a little bit. And last but not least, if you have any missing work, or if you want to work on that extra credit assignment, those are all things that you could be spending your time, your social studies time, working on today. Let me just change this for a second. There we go. Okay. There's a picture of Rory with his lamb chop. Oh, he's so cute. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that in tomorrow's video lesson, I will be going over a step-by-step review of how to submit your final virtual map quiz score. So if you're feeling a little panicked about that, or the written instructions I've given you on that Google Doc are unclear, don't worry. I'm going to create some slides and we'll go step by step exactly what you need to do tomorrow. So for today, as far as map quiz is concerned, just practice. Tomorrow, I'll show you how to take it one last time and submit how you did to me. Let's see, next up is, oh yeah, so the replacement for Project PetShare, the new Project PetShare, is this thing I'm calling How I'm Spending My Quarantine. This is not a required assignment, just like Project PetShare wasn't required. This is just something for us to feel and stay connected. Each Wednesday, I will feature a new student who will share with us what they've been doing while in quarantine besides schoolwork. There will be a Google Doc posted in the classwork section of our Google Classroom later on today. And all you need to do to participate in this is to fill out that Google form, okay? So there'll be a little bit of writing that you need to do. I'm gonna request that you either attach some pictures and or some video, although it might take me a little while to figure out how to get the video onto a video. What? And you can see there's a picture of how I've been spending my quarantine, making a social distance safari in my yard. Good times, let's keep rolling. So I have some concerns about work, guys, and I'm not freaked out, not by any stretch of the imagination, because all of this is brand new to us, but the amount of work getting turned into me is not what it would be if we were in regular school. As of 7 o'clock this morning, which was the last time I checked, 8 people in C period and 11 people in A period had not turned in the fact check that was due yesterday. That never happens in real school. There might be 1 or 2 people, but you know, 19 people out of 38, that's half, I believe. That's half, yeah. That's a lot of people, so we need to fix that. Now, some people haven't turned it in at all. They opened up their doc and it's completely blank and they haven't looked at it, or they've done one question. Others of you have completed the assignment. You did it yesterday or the day before, and then you turned it in. And then what I did, and I told you I was gonna do this, is before the due date, I was gonna look over how you did and give you some feedback and return it to you so that you can make some changes, so that when you do get your graded, so that when you do get a grade, it is the best grade possible. If I return it to you, which I've done with many of you, some of those 19 people who don't have the fact check in according to my records, are people that I've returned it to. And if you're gonna make changes, you need to send it back to me. And even if you're not gonna make changes, which in all honesty, that seems like a really bad choice, but okay. You need to send it back to me, okay? If you don't do that, it doesn't count as you've turned it in, and I can't grade it, at least as far as I think. I can't grade it. So check and see if I've returned it to you, and if I have, make changes and send it back to me today. If you have questions, email me if that was at all confusing. Okay, so we are at day 5 of distance learning, almost a full week. And like I said, I didn't want to add any more work to your plate because it seemed like there were a lot of people who hadn't finished the original work I assigned. So I decided maybe it's time to do a quick survey. I know how to teach in a real classroom, but this social distance learning or distance learning is different for me. So I created a little survey that I would like everyone to fill out and return to me at some point today. And it's just questions that will help me make this experience better for both of us. So if you could get that done today, I would really appreciate it. And the other thing I want to advise you to do is just be super honest. You know, don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Tell me what the reality of this distance learning program is like for you, because if you do that, that allows me to figure out how to make it better. If you just tell me what you think I want to hear, then you're going to be stuck in the same boat. So please be honest. You're not going to be penalized. It's not a graded assignment. It's just feedback for me so I can become a better distance learning teacher. Okay, next up. Oh, cool. We're almost at the end of today's video. It's really short today. Only 6 out of the 38 of you have completed the assignment that's due today at 11:59, and that is the why we left question. There are about 4 people who this morning I returned it to because you hadn't followed instructions and your grade was going to be horrendous. So if you're one of those 4 people, make sure you make some changes and send it back to me. And if you're one of the 32 people who haven't turned it in yet, that's what you should be spending your time on today. So and I'm going to try to do this every day from now on the last slide. Here's what you should be doing with your social studies time today. Number 1, if you haven't turned in the fact check from yesterday, you need to make revisions, you need to complete it, and you need to turn it in. That's the first thing you need to work on today. Number 2, the why we left assignment from yesterday. That's the second thing you should be working on. Once you've turned that in, great, but you need to get that done today. Practicing for tomorrow's map quiz on North America, that's the third thing you should be doing today. Not at the top of your priority list. The fact check and the reflection question, which are both graded, those need to be done first. If you've done all of those things, then complete the distance learning survey for me. And then last but not least, if you still have some time over and you're really feeling like I want to work on social studies today, then what I would like you to do is work on the extra credit assignment. So that's it for today, guys. Look at how formally I'm dressed, you know, because this is just how I dress at home. It's like no bag. All right, I miss you guys. I hope things are going well. Shoot me an email if you have any questions, and most importantly, get your work done, please. Okay, that's it. Signing off until tomorrow, which is a dress down Friday. No tie your vest tomorrow.